Israel has just become the first and so far only country to officially recognize Somaliland, and here's why. For context, Somaliland is a breakaway region of Somalia, and for years, the Israeli government has quietly pushed for Somaliland to become an independent country and a strategic ally to Israel. And this is where Netanyahu's master plan comes in. According to statements made by the head of an Israeli think tank, the Jerusalem Center for Security and Foreign Affairs, Somaliland's leadership privately agreed to accept up to 1.5 million Palestinians from Gaza in exchange for Israel granting Somaliland official recognition. Dan Diker, the president of the Israeli think tank, said that the secessionist Somaliland authorities approved this plan on December 20th, and just days later, on December 26th, Israel formally recognized Somaliland. But permanently relocating or ethnically cleansing Gaza's population and sending them to Somalia is only part of the picture for Israel. There are other reasons Israel is eager to turn Somaliland into a close ally and potentially establish a military base inside of Somaliland. An Israeli military base in Somaliland would place Israel much closer to Houthi-controlled areas in Yemen, making it much easier for Israel to strike Houthi targets directly from Somaliland. And this comes after both Israel and the United States Navy have struggled massively to contain Houthi attacks and naval disruptions in the Red Sea during the past 2 years of Israel's war, or as should be called the G-side, on Gaza. On top of that, Somaliland sits along the Bab al-Mandab Strait, one of the most important shipping choke points in the world, a route Israel is deeply interested in controlling. Somaliland also gives Israel a southern vantage point in its broader regional confrontation against Iran. And this likely isn't where the plan stops. Israel is expected to push hard for the United States to also recognize Somaliland. Netanyahu is reportedly making this case directly to Donald Trump, who he has been meeting with at Mar-a-Lago. If the US were to recognize Somaliland, it would dramatically accelerate Netanyahu's broader strategy, including the mass relocation of Palestinians from Gaza and the use of Somaliland as a forward base against the Houthis in Yemen. But US recognition would not come very easily. Much of the Muslim world, especially countries like Saudi Arabia and Turkey, both of which hold influence with Trump, has warned that recognizing Somaliland would be a serious red line for them both. The Houthis, meanwhile, have already responded. They've warned that any Israeli military presence in Somaliland would be considered a legitimate target for the Houthis. We'll see how this turns out, but if you want to stay tuned for more, please like and subscribe.